Welcome to the PFS Podcast. We are Paller Financial Services and are going to be covering various financial topics and current events.
Mark Paller here for Paller Financial. Twice a year, we write a letter to those we serve about various financial planning topics. In January 2025, we wrote about deferred gratification, and this is the audio version of that correspondence. Our clients range from Generation Z, those in their mid-20s, through the silent generation, the ones in their mid-90s. At every stage and at every age, we've guided those we serve through some sweet, sweet times. Happy pictures with big smiles, along with wonderful hugs and toasts, memorializing those marvelous moments, are simply precious. Seniors often tell tall tales about mythical creatures, which somehow resemble themselves, conquering unbelievable challenges to inspire the younger generation. Concluding, of course, with "If I can do it, so can you." Moments like these are often celebrated with a sweet treat. At each gathering, we see family traditions being handed down from one generation to the next, while words of encouragement are passed along. It doesn't seem to matter what the sweet treat is, as long as it comes with the tradition of sharing. Hot cinnamon rolls or warm chocolate chip cookies on a cold, snowy day can create memories that linger for a lifetime. Years later, if you ask the families about these experiences, you will find that the process of creating the treat and anticipation of enjoyment is so deeply imprinted in our psyche that we can recall it in living color years later. Mixing the ingredients, placing them on a baking sheet, putting them in an oven, having the house fill with the smell of sweetness, and waiting for everything to cook. Waiting is excruciating. Then when it's all done, having to wait again for the treat to cool down before being allowed to eat it is further torment. But maybe, just maybe, there is a lesson here in deferred gratification, teaching the lessons of planning, working, waiting, and enjoying the fruits of our labor. It just so happens that psychologist Walter Mischel, a professor at Stanford University, did an experiment in 1970 with preschool children. It's known as the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, and it was about deferred gratification, where he took 32 kids and offered them a choice between one small immediate treat or two, double the amount of one, of course, if they waited for about 15 minutes. Then he followed the group through their development and found that those who were able to wait longer tended to have better SAT scores, educational attainment, body mass index, along with various other measurements of success. Follow-up studies have disputed the correlation between deferred gratification and success. But the fact of the matter is, many of us have learned this from our families. Those able to allow the beneficial effect of postponing consumption are able to enjoy a sweet treat of compounding. So share a cup of coffee, have a chocolate chip cookie, tell a tall tale, and enjoy the satisfaction of a job well done. The information presented is not intended to constitute advice. We relied on sources we believe to be bona fide and accurate. Each person is responsible for exercising independent judgment in determining whether the information provided is appropriate for themselves.